Yeah, so this has just been an amazing experience for us to be here, not just to see India, but to see the work that iCare is doing, particularly in the rural areas. So we saw two very different regions and applications of their model, one being out in Torpa and then the other in Tabagiria here in West Bengal. I think the strength of iCare is in combining both the technology and the community health workers in a really innovative way that in our view is scalable. So you see them selecting healthcare workers who are from those, in particular from those villages, and it's really impactful in that they're already integrated into the community. They care deeply about the health and wellness of the community itself, and then they come here to get the training in the technology and how to bring that back to empower them to do healthcare assessments, to communicate telemedicine with doctors, to really expand the impact that they're able to provide on their home community. So that's really been powerful for me to see. I think the other thing that we spend a lot of time on is understanding the socioeconomic status that iCare customers typically have. And in particular, there's been differences between the villages. And the fact that iCare focuses on that and is working to establish strong metrics and monitoring through the data and analytics will allow them to target interventions very specific to a given region or area, and then to measure that progress. So not just having a qualitative positive impact on the health and wellness of a community, but being able to demonstrate with the data to show how effective they are. And when they're not as effective, they'll also have that insight and be able to make course corrections. So it's one of the things we've brought from MIT is this concept of failure being okay, and it's really about learning and doing very quick iterative experiments to learn from them so that you can progress very quickly with the full knowledge of what's been effective and then what could be more effective. So we saw a lot of very effective implementation of iCare model with the community health workers, and then this transition that's happening now of going all digital, whether it's the fingerprint scanners that they have in the field. I mean, yesterday we were in a very remote village surrounded by rice paddies in a home that was a clay walled home, and we had an iPhone connected to a fingerprint scanner, and that iPhone then was connected then to the grid so that all the data on that individual patient was available, not just to healthcare workers, but then was available via telemedicine back to the doctors in Calcutta. To see that happening, as well as even the sampling of blood to get hemoglobin, to get blood sugar levels, to get all of this, again, information on that particular patient in a very rural setting, being provided not by some outsider, but by someone from that community. It's clearly empowering for the community health workers, and then it allows iCare access to this data. It allows that data to be readily available to people who can then analyze it and then provide recommendations very quickly back again into the community, whether that person needs to be brought back into the hub or whether they need to be brought to specialized care. It's also just been frankly, an incredibly warm welcome. So in each of the communities we went to, it was very clear that iCare cares deeply about the community members and the wellness of the people in that community. So seeing that firsthand was very touching. I think it was emotional for all of the team members. And yesterday we were greeted with a traditional welcome in the village and treated to an incredible home-cooked meal in ways and experiences that we couldn't have ever dreamed of, and that were clearly not sterile. It was genuine warmth of the community, not just for us, but for iCare and for the impact that this organization has had on those communities. But one of the other things we saw yesterday was how much iCare is able to bring also in terms of providing products in the field. So in Tabagiria, they had at the hub location, which is still in a very traditional, very rural and remote Indian village, they had a full clinic to be not just assess the need for glasses, but then to manufacture the glasses right there. So in one small room, in 45 minutes, we were able to see a gentleman who needed glasses, not just glasses, but needed bifocals. And they were able to produce and provide them to him within an hour. Seeing that in that type of remote setting, with both being able to do the diagnostics, to assess the need, bringing the technology that enabled that, and then also in the field being able to produce glasses and provide them to this gentleman who lived in this small village, within an hour, was really impressive and incredible to see. But I do think that it's an important and indicative of the way everyone at iCare approaches their job. So it wasn't just showing me as an MIT student that he could effectively diagnose individuals that needed glasses, but that he immediately connected and wanted to show me and share in the experience and the culture of a land he was clearly passionate about and communities that he cared deeply about. So I couldn't be more thankful for that experience.